12 times in a row. So sometimes it's because we wanted the team to just stack against our strat. So you should cracks vary, man, depending on what you want to get out of it. Sometimes the scores are good to gauge where you are. Sometimes you're just like trying to sort out something or find out something. Heretics on defense, Vitality on attack.
Spams going in. It looks like Booze sustained a few hits, and they think it's a C, potentially Garage to C play, but no. Vitality are already out on the A site. Some utility covering.
I think we did it against 10 star on Ascent. We B rushed 4 times, like 12 times in a row.
He's waiting
I think that's right.
for Safe to be right up next to the angle to take contact and then fire through. There it is, slowing them down completely with the opening pick already going Vitality's way. Now a stun will be chalked up and ready to fire out. Safe doesn't need it. He's found yet another activated in the pistol round. This was scary when we saw it from him last map. He'll finally be put to bed. But still the advantage sits with those attackers' time ticking away, and a long shot from Runner seals the
nice, man. Where are we at with pistols? If I was to guess,
for Vitality, just another day in the office.
I'm trying to remember if I was to guess here.
So far. Every single other has been going their way, and
is it really 6-1? I thought it was 5-2. Damn, they're 6-1.
At the moment is the fact that they're able to get these over the line so regularly. It means that opponents are consistently.
Either tell the coaches ahead of time, nah.
Economically, they always have a big
but I think a lot of the time, so the only reason we carried on running it is because we won like 8-9 rounds in a row. So it was like, it's also good to help them know it's like it's a weakness. Like if it was failing every single round, we wouldn't keep doing it.
For Heretics.
Like you want to get something out of it, right? But we were just trying to test like how many people they're gonna actually put here, like even with KO knife, etc.
Shift over towards Garage, and maybe we'll avoid the brunt of this hit from Vitality.
Great shot, man.
But not their initial bullets. Clean trade for Safe.
He got an early showstopper in the last. He's hunting for an early Blade Storm here. He needs to ace. They're not going to give him the plant. Maybe just confident with how many kills that he can get in this round, but ultimately now it becomes a lot more difficult. I think Miniboo is the last major threat with him being able to slide into the angles. He's already gone.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
From this point onwards, I don't expect a lot.
Look at it. The shots at the moment, everyone is hitting. It's looking scary. Oi, that's incredible though.
Perfectly Safe dealt with and damage done. How much more can be sustained out Rien's? He's very low and he's only got a sheriff. No chance of defusing this, but already claimed one with the
yeah, doesn't want to give him anything extra.
Not like he's offering up anymore. Maybe just trying to avoid giving kicks. Another
yeah, run something 12 times in a row and lose the 0-12. Yeah, that's the only reason we did it.
But not denying the round. 2-0. A strong start for Vitality.
If you lose 2 in a row, you would just accept it.
That's the 3 guns have been retrieved, so they'll come in with 5 rifles for this next one.
Yeah, give me this big buy. Oi, who spill?
Looks like we're gonna have ourselves.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. What have you spilled, Kicks? What have you spilled?
The tissues are on the way. These things happen. It's a rite of passage down on that stage, really. In the intense moments. Not a bad time for
Portante 24, 17 months, man. Appreciate you.
Rifles, plenty coming into the next round. Some ults close.
Can you explain to me why Angel gets so much flame when he's probably in the upper half of the fragging IGLs? It's just his fast deaths. It's just the risks that he takes. That's it. It's the risks that he takes on certain agents. That's basically why.
I think it's the way that they manage their economy.
He's just a little bit crazier than other IGLs.
They've been switching up the way they purchase
in positions you maybe wouldn't expect it.
And make things more awkward for their opponents to read. This time, Miniboo's going to be taking that early control. Now,
okay, I like this from Heretics though. Straight up push down. It got a good amount of map control at the moment. They take C for losing A.
Versus Koyan GX with a 9-1 attack and an 8-3 attack. And both games are relatively close. It always came down to comeback. So if Heretics come out of this half with maybe even like 5 rounds, it could be possible. The thing is, they were running an ISO alongside.
Yeah, I like this though.
Which definitely makes things a little bit.
This is a classic. You insert one over towards top mid. You fake pressure. Well, I say fake pressure. You pressure over towards A, and then the person in this corner is pretty much meant to call where you're going. You either hear them rotate, and he can take a timing, or just kill them as they decide to react over towards middle. It is yeah, I mean, it's just an absolute classic, this.
The chaos that that occurred across the map. They have played.
There's two reactions, right? You either rotate towards A or you push middle.
The flank expected, and runner shut down. A good start for Heretics, but again,
they done good to get the Omen Flash here. They got Omen Flash and breach damage. They could actually just fully stop every single retake attempt here. Omen Flash for Omen Flash. One.
They baited out some of the counter utility, but safe up close is the major
Yeah, they actually did insanely well to get over towards the site and have this much util.
Already eliminated. It's left down to just Wu, who's
ooh, very nice.
Immediate. No chance.
Yeah, and if you're the coaches right now, you're kind of noting that one down. The fact that they had breach damage and Omen Flash on their attack, like you didn't do enough on A site to make sure that they can use this util to get into site.
Stuns and an aftershock when they look to come back into the site.
The funny part about it is the paranoia came out of Boo, hit safe, and he still got 2 up close. It's been a little bit ridiculous how no matter what's
The strong recon. Shout out to Vitality here. They put a lot of work into their after plant positions. This is pretty much perfect, right? Omen and under breaches here, so you can do damage for them coming out. Omen flash over towards here. It's over towards short because you can recon above you if you ever get smoked off, or you can recon on the walls behind them. It's pretty much perfect in terms of what you want there. Jet was close as well, right? That was cool.
Over it revealed though, and a chance for Benji to grab some value with the Sheriff though. It's not the best of weapons to have, and the player was safe in the spot now. He comes around for the swing, and wow, they're all his. 3 kills with Trex. Just getting involved for the last points of damage on Mini. This round
he's mopping him up, man. He's actually going to have an incredible score in this best of 5 right now.
The economy already. Trex may be hoping he can get that last kill, because that's the thing.
Guanco, thank you for saying that, bro. Appreciate the bits as well. Thank you so much.
Rounds have just been purely based off the execution, and it seems like even with the change of composition, adding in that Sova switching up.
And I think we're going to be at that similar point. Heretics have been here for a while, like past 3 maps. They're like 4-1 down, 4-0 down, and they have to call a timeout.
It got in, and then the retakes just haven't worked. And that's the thing, especially when it comes to that A site. Think all the way back to like Vision Strikers, like back in the day before they were DRX. We would talk about those A site retakes that they came up with the paranoia, utilizing the stuns to just basically make things incredibly awkward on the tank. Well, Vitality have done a fantastic job of just denying that all the way through the game, and then they played their lower buy rounds, or their opponent's lower buy rounds, into the C site, where it's really difficult without just some crazy shots being connected. Is that the sound?
Right, no timeout for this one. Heretics trust in the IGL, and there is a lot of ults here.
But I guess he's conserving his energy. He's putting that in on the server. 8 and 3 at the moment. Reveal going in, stun, paranoia, and the slide from Mini Boo. Hunter's Fury popped up in response, and it's caught Mini Boo. A clean
good to get one.
Sender. And the early Hunter's Fury landing its mark. Vitality still gearing up for an A take by the looks of it. And again, runners caught by Wood on that mid lurk. We might not see that many more times in the coming rounds at least.
Lack of smoke's definitely going to be a problem. They've been
oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely, man.
Was even watching.
Oh, it's a full buy run.
There wasn't denial, it was just safe. And sometimes, well, in this series at least, that seems to be enough. Woot has managed to get ahead of everything.
I like this from Woot, though. Woot doesn't want to give him too much sound because he knows they have breach short.
Saved low, it doesn't seem to matter. And now Benji is stunned up.
Sick round from safe. I love this pathing when Jets do this. It's so strong.
It's this guy, the man on your screens, again and again. Death blow after death blow. 11-3. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Like the hunger has always been there. We've seen it from the first day. You heard an interview from Safe. You know this is a guy that just wants to be the best in the world, but how he's getting away with some of these rounds. Even there, he's so low, finds a third, and then baits on the corner, starts showing his oh, I'm gonna peek you. Safe's coming for you, and his teammate trades it out.
They really called this guy out. It's crazy.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Can we get this guy a new sign? Get him a new bit of paper.
It's gonna run out of space soon. A little bit of Tipex.
5-0.
It's a great sign. Just bring the pen with you ready.
Yeah, it does feel like someone in the Vitality office just walked in one day and was like, what if we put Safe back on Duelist? And I felt like for a while people
crazy
were like,
idea.
that's a silly idea. We'd have to move Runner off. Like, he's our young star. Safe was really good, but like, he's malleable, he's flexible, he can play a load of different things.
Why in the world was Safe considering retiring? It is just a knee-jerk reaction to stuff going wrong in the team and coach getting removed. It was like literally a few days after that got announced, so it happens. You gotta remember that they're like, even though they're professionals, it's still like a bunch of kids that get put into a like a high pressure situation, and it becomes everything that they do for their life. So everyone has instant reactions.
Why wouldn't you? Oh God, Miniboo. That was a headshot through
That was
the
some
wall.
damage.
Clean early spam, send her down to 36.
They don't need smokes. I saw it last round. They don't need them.
Yeah, he should just jump out window, run straight up mid, send himself in as the sacrificial lamb. Let Safe trade him. That might be the way to play. Safe. Well, he's dodged the reveal. He's up close, ready to fight.
Great Omen flash. Oh, Safe had no idea he's still on the right corner. Oh boy. Oh no.
Such a good angle for Safe. Now you're gonna have trouble rooting him out of here. Stun is great though.
Yeah, that was nice though. The good breach to stop them. We get a 3-on-3 with this. Dude, Heretics need this round so badly. Full eco after this one pretty much. I say 4 would be low buy. Everyone be having like 2-9.
Oh, that was almost. Miniboo going. But for now, he still stands. Plant will be in. This is one of the best opportunities they've had. With that overdrive as well, it might not be the most impactful in the world, but it's more so just the pace in which you can move. And now, Sender, all he's done there is just try and put doubts in the opponent's mind. It seems like, though, they're fixated on just playing towards long. Dart will give the game away. Sender up close. It's got to be a little bit careful. They might be further forward.
No way they smoked themselves off with this plant.
When the gun comes out, he lands that shot. Second one goes the way of Runner, and now the only problem is that defusal. It's already happening, but there's plenty of time.
That is a risky way to play this one. I hated everything about it, but they still won.
6-0, running away with it now.
We have an open plant, not against a wall. My God.
We're through the first quarter, but it might be the first half. At this stage, there seems to be no stopping the attacking side. Even here, it seemed like a blip. They fired through the recon, and it gets instantly broken. And that could have been what got it across the line, but they're throwing bodies at them.
Still pays off.
Down to the last, and it's 6-0 up.
Poor Sheriffs. See what Miniboo can do with his ult. Money's out of control for Vitality. And it's about to get better in theory.
Somehow though, Tom, I'm gonna put my eggs in the basket.
Oh yeah, they hear that. They hear the TP out. They use their flash. This is kind of nice from Heretics though.
At some point. And this far down.
Stop them from getting A and pressure.
Breathe life back into this roster.
They're all just gonna chill out. They're gonna take some map control elsewhere, and then you're gonna see a drone push back this person over towards A.
It's either all one-way traffic for Heretics, or eventually things crumble. And we've seen them go the distance. We saw them versus Genji. It was a long-fought battle, but ultimately one that they lost. Right now, I'll be honest, this is looking done. They have lost the last map, 13-3, the map before 13-4, and right now they're yet to
Good
get
info, though.
around on the board. And
Oh my, Boo's lucky to be alive with that. Yeah, maybe they could have stunned this a bit earlier.
For much longer. A lot of utility being thrown in, but the ult's been popped.
Now let's see how much damage it can realistically do. Apparently, a lot.
Oh, nice recon also.
The Sheriff in play. Miniboo spams are good. Now he's in the open though. It's an easy trade out. Some of the attackers though thin, and it's just Runner left. 1 versus 2. A few bullets and enough. 15 in fact still.
Yeah, and the fact this guy didn't send it in.
The first place. Maybe thought the right clicks was the way to go. He doesn't know where Benji is. That's the one disadvantage he has to play with. Now, at the moment, he expects the flank to be coming through. I believe a trap was broken elsewhere, but Benji's got the timing. Oh, it depends. If he's going to be spotted.
What a shot, man. They hit a couple of shots here.
Benji answering up when they need it most. And it's Team Heretics 6-1 on the back of the low buy.
Yeah, there you go. Finally, you've said something that actually came true. I don't think that's ever happened before.
It genuinely, I'm marking my calendar today.
Hey, safe card, Thrifty, to get the first round on the board for Heretics, and hopefully putting the win back in their sails, because this has been all one-way traffic for quite a while. And although the ult had a little bit of impact, mostly it was just these Sheriff shots. The individual skill still there, no doubt.
Yeah, dude, Safe got plucked out of the air.
Too much throughout this series. 6-1. Of course.
That is a warranted reaction. The
The
good news for Vitality right now is a win on this round is everything, right? Straight up reset. Everyone would have to eco, only Benji could buy. Like, out of all the rounds to lose, is the best kind of round.
He could have punished on backside, but got ripped out of the sky, I think, by kicks. Like, that's happened once so far.
Boo.
Maybe once in the last 2 maps.
Dude, Boo just sees the TP there and he's loving what's going on. Pretty much in the only position to punish this. It's a good read from him, to be honest.
But it doesn't look like they're too pigeonholed into that argument. Looking elsewhere for space. Finding the breach, but no chance to spam. No one's close enough. They have got Garage at least to fight from, but Miniboo's up close holding it, and that's not a fight I'd like to take.
I don't know if the plan from Sender was to sell this as some sort of ruse or if there was meant to be more of a commitment.
Lost the spike as well. Dude, it's hard to get this one back. They're trying to distract over towards B, and then maybe you get to see Runner peek, but...
The spike.
Oh,
that's going to help out, though.
Yeah, that's nice.
Eliminate Rian's. What seems like some wild spam. Runner is looking for a timing, and he might just have it. His opponent has just looked away. Woo! Went to check the seaside and has lost it. Now Save's found another one.
Oh, way they lose like this.
Trying to bait them into the fights, because somehow
oh, what a shot. Oh my god, what a shot. Okay, bro, he's too crispy, man. He's actually too good.
He's still warming up. Back at the beginning, he's doing his aim labs.
Dude, another 7-1. Non-stop.
And this is what we're talking about, right? Last round.
SPC is going to overheat.
That's it. He's done. That's his
whole
quota
game
for the week. Gone. And answering like that. That adjustment was so... Look at this. He's trying to kill the guy.
Oh, man, it's so fast as well.
So let me just get this straight. They survived with 3 players.
Yes.
They delivered the spike to their opponents and gave them a man advantage.
Yes, they did.
In a round where they had 4 weaponry.
Yes.
Even had an ult or 2 available.
Yep.
And they, as said at the beginning of that sentence, came out
double timeout first half again.
I don't think
15 to 5. How's he doing this back-to-back maps?
Any worse for Heretics if they tried. Like that is about as bleak as a round could be. Like this is a team that we have watched slaughter teams throughout the season, have an incredible run over in Shanghai, and now Vitality look like they've got them beat.
They absolutely do. It's a 7-1 lead. Their 3rd map potentially in the bag of this BO5. Bind is up next, somewhere they could definitely fight on.
The Aspas of EMEA, he's pretty consistent. You gotta give him that, yeah. He's pretty consistent at crazy numbers.
I reckon Safe can probably carry them.
I don't think anyone's ever gonna beat the consistency of Aspas, but probably the closest we got. The crazy numbers this often.
Sometimes he was laying his life down for those entries. Now they're setting him up again and again, and there's no need to stop. He's 15-5 attack side Haven against Heretics of all teams. This is unbelievable, and it doesn't look like it'll stop any time soon. A chance though for Benji. It would be a wild spam. He waits until he can see him, and oh, that could be
oh my god, that recon.
And doubled up.
That recon.
They only have the pistols to work with.
No way, they did the deepest smoke and these guys couldn't see it.
The surprising thing at this point would be if he doesn't have 20 kills in the first half.
Yeah.
That would be more surprising to me than anything else. Nice shots from Miniboo though.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't
imagine it. Extra one.
Not bad from him, but at this stage, even in these rounds, you need to be seeing a little bit more. 8-1. This scoreline gets more and more terrifying. It's looking like we might get to a stage where in the last 3 maps, the 3 maps that send them out, they might not even get enough rounds to win 1 map.
He gets his 2 kills here and then says, you know what, I'll jump bait for you, Trex. Go in for the swing. Take him down. I think it was Trex, right?
I've heard him say that I can't get less than 20 kills, so now I'm going to get 19.
And Miniboo, well, he had one hell of a try, but yeah, look at that. Just a little jump peek. He's a selfless player. He's not greedy. Not playing just for the stats. 17-5.
And they get a Byron. They got a couple of ults they're going against. They decide to go aggro. I like it.
Is the one that's dropped. Sender
this is cool. So this is kind of, so they've been doing this a lot, right? The recon deep over towards here with this Sova ult. I like that they mix it in with the aggro. I think they maybe did this before. Well, at least last time I saw them, they just did the recon into the insta ult. So I like that they add something in.
Barely any damage done in return. Just Miniboo who did get out of there.
Just done it in the open. Just chilling in the open. He's gonna get stunned up. Gonna reveal where Woot is. His only goal is to just buy time.
Ray Boss is still alive, yeah.
It didn't seem like Safe had any plans going towards that B side. He's looking for a fight elsewhere. Now they've got a double up.
I mean, the double. He gets traded though, right?
For him to get a couple here would be difficult. He's expected the position, but it doesn't matter. Mini Boot is going to get the kill, and then the trade is there from Benji after he dies.
I was just so expecting him to get the first kill no matter what, to be honest with you.
Down nicely. A kill for each player on the side of Heretics, and well, they finally found themselves a second round.
Well, for the first time in a while, I've heard Benji down on the stage. They were quiet. I mean, I said he cheers up when they win rounds, and it's been a while. Even now, just hitting their 9th round in the last 3 maps. But it's all about momentum. If they can connect this next one, early fights go their way this time around. We'll
Honestly, maybe it's the same ult that they have, and they have protocols off it.
Put some energy back
a nice round, boy.
side, and that is really what we've been missing.
Still got a lot of ults though, Vitality.
Spot in the grand final.
Insta Omen ult over towards Heaven, Sova ult for Sight as well.
Already Boo has got the opener, and while the Hunter's Fury isn't quite going to manage.
This guy has full info. There's a guy long and Sight. That was good, man. The 2 distractions.
Has been dealt with though. That was one of the major dangers, and while the Dark is perfect, at least allows.
Hold up. Hold up.
To get back in. What is
oh my god, imagine they win this.
Blindsided completely. Runner is going to be holding, and well, it's only going to be the 1-for-1 trade. What was an advantage quickly dissipates, leaving Kicks and Trex to try and win another clutch scenario.
Big blind spot, good flash here, and they've actually taken down Kicks. They know the Trex is around the default spot, just doubled up, waiting for the swing. And Woot,
oh my.
good for the trade.
Dude, that would have been it, man. That would have been the end of this. If they can get 4, they're doing alright. They got an ult. Like, it is attack-sided.
Considering how pistols have gone, Tom, I'm going to need to see this.
So then they would need to win like a pistol with the 4 rounds, but
yeah, it's been.
Haven't been winning them.
What, 6 out of 7 pistol rounds have gone the way of Vitality so far, so it's not exactly a great thing to hope for. Yeah, it definitely seems like they were blindsided in that scenario. Again, we saw them have impressive attack sides with their old composition on this map. I don't think that's going to be as easy, but for their sake, you have to hope that's still the same. For Vitality, they've been struggling on their defense. But
wait,
again,
what is this read, though?
Sort of compositions, struggling versus an ISO and safe now.
It feels like they know every time they go and B at the beginning.
He's been countered before, this time doesn't opt to stick around.
Yeah, I think that's the same play, right? They just wanted to tap the spike, draw the rotation, stun in towards Garage, caught 1 in fact. Maybe was quick enough to get out of there. Benji pops his cage.
No way, no way he's taking no bullets. No way he took no bullets there. Pretty sure just at the end he started taking bullets when he went through.
No saving in this scenario.
Oh, surely not. I mean, even though he's here, it's just like he needs to try get 2, and he can get 2 Garage here.
Wants to see how much more he can get. Another player spotted inside the window. A second down below. Just in time.
Okay, I mean, he would have had to have done a madness anyway. It's all good. 4 considering how bad it was is alright.
Yeah, it still looks like a pistol will be the difference, but I think even just having a few confidence plays here and there. Rian's jumping out the windows to support, starting to land their shots a little bit better as well. Like we've seen some real quiet performances and just immediate shutdowns off the back of some of the individual plays on the other side. I think as well, we've seen Safe it's a lot easier to sort of have him activated as the tip of the spear, which is weird because I think it's abnormal. It's not the case for a lot of duelists, especially playing the Jet, but now we get to witness if they've been able to fix some of their
Sheriff on Safe.
You're looking at halves that definitely haven't been going their way. 2 and 7
6-1 in the
versus
pistols.
3 and 9 versus Fnatic. Let's see if they found a fix.
Well, at least now, coming into this pistol, the hope for the attacking side is to claim it. As we've seen, Vitality find pistol round after pistol round, injections of rounds that have left them in a spot that's tough to lose in a lot of situations. It's only 8-4 for Heretics. They'd be hot on by
your neighbor, thank you with the Prime, man. Appreciate the 3 months. Thanks for using a Prime on me, dude. Appreciate your support.
To kick it off. Showstoppers were online early. He's got the Sheriff again. The rest of the squad rocking those ghosts. B sight the target, and it will be Kicks the spot.
Does Safe go behind? Or okay, no, he dashes back to A.
Doesn't want to overextend, overface. did.
I think with what's going on, they're just going to fall back over towards middle. Okay, so got to keep an eye on Sender here, basically. Sender's the VIP. Sender needs to make sure before he dies that he smokes the spike. Or he uses an extra smoke for the side itself and he goes down. Okay, so Heretics should be winning this pistol. There is
beautiful kill. Vitality suffering with the
no
disadvantage.
way he just smoked like... It at least forces them out into the open. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I was still... man, I was still a little bit worried, dude. Still a little bit worried with what went on there. It's not too bad, the smoke that he did. When I saw it originally, I thought it was just on the spike and they could duel in front of it, but there's actually no space. They were confident in their spams.
We're going into the attack, as said, they've been a lot better. I think also the fact that
yeah, as soon as that kill happens, it's a done round. But Omens have got to stay alive in this B stuff.
I also just love that mid round, like just having the paranoia to set up and catch that player in the corner. Really well read by the side of Heretics, and those are the sort of rounds you want to see. Flawless at that. This time though, there is a bit of a stack up. This is not cleared. It could be a
the
problem,
orb.
but I felt like the stun might have given that away.
The defense doesn't have much to fight with again. That Sheriff on safe. The one.
And Zoom, yeah, I'm telling you, those cameras are nuts, man.
He is on his way into this smoke, a round where he'll play a little bit looser, but Benji's already pushed into the back of the B site. Very little risk to this play as he's one of the guys with the ghosts.
There's a bit of a risk going on at the moment over towards spawn. This is an isolated rifle.
Sectioned off by Boo, easily dropping runner. They know Trex is here. You heard that recon get fired out just a moment ago. And now it's a formality to close this one. 16 HP.
Yeah, very nice.
That closes it out.
Like what, one person rebuying an armor?
Gap now just 2, and with an Andaluthia flawless, the economy's going to look good for Heretics. They're back in the game.
Definitely. 5 rounds in a row. Like getting the last few of the defensive half has made this one that little bit more competitive. 2 rounds the difference. Keeping things clean, but again, you're still going to have a Spectre in the mix. It's not ideal, but I think especially with the way that they can almost just look to steamroll their opponents. It's possible he picks up a gun along the way. And by the looks of it, that's the plan, Mitch. They're all outside C.
Oh yeah, there's
okay, well, we're sending this. Double kill, trip, 1 camera.
Full frontal aggression straight into the C site. Runner
nice shock and breach damage to break it.
But they're not getting aggressive. Heretics just conceding that space.
This is great though. You see what Vitality are doing here? Like, this is perfect from them. Oh my. Yeah, this was how you want to do it. I just cons to make sure that these 2 areas are smoked off. We got smoke cage, just hold the back of the site heavy. The great reactive smoke.
I don't know how many the record is for Andaluthia flawlesses in a row, but wow, we're challenging. I'm
no
sure
damage at all.
Hands will be very
yeah, I felt like it. I think you're right.
We're getting to shout them out so many times. 9-6. As you said, a big response
and then
from Vitality.
When you can't get back a side like this, it's just easy retake, and then they just got way too many angles to spray you down.
String rounds together.
At least something the coaches will be writing down. We get similar cages as well coming out from Runner.
He wants to play right around the edge of this smoke. It might be his undoing as Boo's waiting.
Well, sometimes you got to play confident, and sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame him for being this confident?
We know which one this one was. Throwing out a haymaker play, but well, it's not worked out. It's given Heretics the advantage, and very early on as well. Used their drone, moving in towards garage, pinged up the trap and destroyed it as a result. Denying the information for Vitality in the later round also. It's about as good of a start as you could hope for. Now all that's left is group up and take these hits as a team.
It's good. The silver bait for the guy in short might work pretty well. Yep. As soon as those words came out of my mouth, I guess I knew that was going to happen.
It looks like Heretics have most certainly found the rhythm. Let's see.
Does anybody get a kill? I'm ready for it. The thing is, I wonder if we might just get a save. Just hold on to the extra weaponry. The thing is, they do have the
their money's good, so it's like I would be tempted to double up and meet in spawn or something. I don't know. Or double up here and meet in spawn and just hope that someone comes our way.
The depth
This is a cool run from Heretics though. I like this a lot. We do some default take here trip, default take here trip, so we know their reactions of what map control they've gained back. Like this overall default was really cool.
Spoken about this attack side, spoken about the fact that they can turn it. I said the last time they played this map, it was 8-3 on the attack. The time before that versus GX was a 9-1 attack. So they're definitely better on this side. I thought maybe the sacrifice of having Woot on the breach instead of the ISO might make things a little bit more difficult, but thus far, not the case.
There's not been any struggles.
The big buy run for Vitality, and they're probably gonna have something ready to punish the Orbit Seek, so one away from Breach or would make the most sense.
Opening kill and reset if you do. But once it comes down to Heretics having a pick, grouping as a unit, they're winning those fights every single time. I'm gonna see more of that from this squad, but Vitality don't.
Leave a weak B, you gotta pressure A. I'm gonna pressure A and Garage for you.
I like the timing.
You wanna do that?
Remember, Heretics have burned both of theirs. For Vitality,
like A default into Garage. Nah, I'll probably leave someone over towards A.
But the gap is closing. They're just 2 rounds behind them on that attacking side, and Heretics are building up a big bank. They've got credits even if they lose this round, so there's no easy solution. It's not win one and face the pistols for an easy conversion. Instead, you're going to have to really struggle in this uphill battle. But at least they've got that 2-round buffer to work with.
That's the thing. You can do it before they get back truly in contention. You can do it before you run out of cash. And also, it was a large streak of rounds. Like, you saw 5 rounds in a row. It was just because there was the half in the middle that you kind of forget how this has started to go. They were very firmly in the lead before that point. Right now,
nice.
Not so much of the case.
Such a late buy. What's going on here?
Purchase will be
dude, yeah, considering there was a timeout here, they looked all over the place with their buy.
It isn't going to be invested into in this round, although, again, they could invest into it in the next if they want to. Instead, they're going to keep it a little bit more simple, and it seems like maybe Heretics will as well.
Oh, Sander's not able to get out. Rian's got the angle on him up top just as he was falling off. Kicks.
If they can get that plant down,
backside control denied, and Heretics
they killed the most important person.
Sending it back towards the garage.
Gotta keep an eye on Boo here.
His utility has been
and pressure B, pressure Garage. Boo might just try and walk over towards A and see what it can do.
It won't be used.
Have a 1v1 with safe.
Heretics are sending this elsewhere, looking instead to take control of the A site. The spike was on its way, but now they'll second guess that with Boo down. Smokes are out of the question. And I said the utility had been placed elsewhere. It wasn't inside of Garage. This is where it is. They're running straight into the setup. Runner will even have a flash prime for Kicks. Or sorry, other way around, right? Kicks prime.
Nice trips, man. You keep a tag on by camera as well. It's a bit of okay, sure. All out, why not? Dude, C looks on lockdown. I love that he changed his setup on this one.
I think a good response from Vitality, but I actually feel like the successes we've seen from Heretics have been where they've committed to the plan. A lot of these fallback rounds have just not been working out for them. The direct C-site takes looked good. Well, we saw the same with just going towards that A-site, trading off of each other, and that just looked a little bit disjointed. They get the opener, Miniboo's right at the back of the site, and everybody else is trying to make their own plays around the map, giving those fights over to Vitality, and well,
2-4 loss bonus would be an eco.
Neither team economically broken just yet, and while Miniboo to say
yeah, I mean that's slowing down. Yeah, that's nice.
Would be foolish.
A lot of pressure here. And he at least confirmed that no one was watching this angle, so it also creates pressure into window.
What they're supposed to do. Safe's aggression has been a key factor in this A control. Sometimes
how long until they retake this? Smoke goes in, just one pass, and
the contact to come through from Trex, and then hopefully catching them off guard when they
so all of that pressure insta recleared. It's what Vitality do all the time. If you just noticed, so like any time there's question marks that I'm drawing on the map, it goes back to Sunset as well. Every single time that question mark's there for like what? Not even 5 seconds. They insta reclear all the time. They always have such good info. I wonder if that's like a hard read of what they just have on how Heretics like to call.
They have moved back towards mid, or towards their spawn, and potentially right into the waiting arms of Safe.
The rotation started.
So they never like hold on to the map control. They then just group and hit. Oh god, he couldn't see because of the ult.
blinded by the own Hunter's Fury.
That's devastating. The ult actually got a lot though. Like the ult got so much.
Oh, maybe the most uncharacteristic team flash I've ever seen, but now the Rolling Thunder's going to give the space. Counter stun.
What a weird round, double flood in.
Off the back of some utility instead. It's going to be the defense coming up perfect. They're cleaning things up. This looked like a round that was going to go the way.
Yeah, I mean, even though the Sova ult killed him, they just hit so many people that they could just spray him down.
He's challenged by kicks, just about able to round the corner, and he's safe now. At least you would hope so. The thing is, though, right, safe.
What do they do here?
2-4. Actually, yeah, it was the Hunter's
Two people are wrecked money-wise, sitting at like 3-1.
But it's the fact that he's getting the information to get the Hunter's Fury out. When they were pushing the site, everybody was 70, 45, like tagged heavily, and it made it so much easier. You think about the kill. We saw one come in from exactly there from the aftershock. There's not a thing you can do. One pulse and you're gone because of that early Hunter's Fury, because of the damage done, and some of these kills. I think Trex on the Riens is another example. Just a few body shots that were needed.
Map 3 VOD. If it's live, bro.
Now for Vitality to book their slot in the grand final. And again,
yeah, it's up now if you want to watch it.
This is the thing as well. The money's now run out for Heretics. In this round, at least, they're going to be on pistols.
Yeah, Smoker.
Trying to make a miracle play. It is more
yeah, Smoker, and we got a hero gun. Surely not.
On the other side, Benji's the one with the rifle. The man trying to almost trade off the space taken, but this setup from Runner again has been sublime. He's looked great this series. Benji can get one, but Runner is so fast on the trade, they're forcing him.
Oh my god, this hold on C. Oh, Runner's been great though. Like he's actually doing good, man. He's a solid anchor at the moment.
From a grand final for Vitality, the hope was to make it to champions. In fact, the dream for the organization after they made changes after stage 1. But to be in the grand final of EMEA for a chance.
Yeah, and dude, I love this again. Just shout out to this smoke over towards here on the left. Trying to follow it. This smoke, like it's so good. They're holding so heavy back of sight. They can't do anything on C. We got heavy cages on the left or the right, whichever way you want to look at it, and then insta smoke react once they take over towards C. Heavy hold back of sight. It's like the same thing with the Viper, right? Normally when you have the wall here and you can heavy flood in, it's just the same thought process. 5 chances for Vitality to get to the finals. It's kind of sick.
Pushes him out of position, saves hot on his trail, and it's Trex to take out Riens, who was trying to keep his teammate alive. Sure.
Yeah, I was not expecting him to look this good.
Damage done. 5 HP on Minibu. One of those shock darts from Trex might.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I know what's happening today, man. I'm seeing into the future.
Mystic Mitch. It's finally happened. For the first time ever, all you needed was Vitality in the playoff stage, and then things become easier to predict. Trex holding that line.
Good damage as well.
Another huge bout of damage. Kicks is going to be forced off, but he hasn't been blinded.
Yeah, I like this. No one's overstepping.
With this one. Another shock dart in hand, which won't kill.
Get a bit of damage.
Tickling them up a little bit.
The only blessing at the moment for Heretics is that they have the breach damage to stop the flood, right? So it's going to be Omen flash into recon, but then breach damage should come out.
Stress levels pumped up.
Yeah, and the person Heaven. Oh, he breached damage Heaven.
With a chance up close, and he has found his one. And he's found his 2, keeping the dream alive. Kicks already tagged low.
Not bad. Okay, I think he got his stun up. Right, he's stunned back. There's at least some kind of util here, and then breach damage over towards Heaven, and it was enough to rule them out. I like the smoke as well.
For Vitality, though.
I've seen this one before. The case where Vitality far in the lead, close to closing out the game. Think back
yeah,
to
this
Bind
smoke was nice, man.
when they played last time.
Wait, was that the the trip in Heaven that he's been doing that he actually got on with?
To go to OT, which they did lose. But even
been going
still,
for that for a while. You actually got to kill off it. Alright, we'll count it down. 5 chances to 4.
This time they need just 4 more
boy.
in a row, which still seems like
Oh my god, he's absolutely sending it, and they got to leave the site on this one, or we're in a similar situation. This time they got a little bit. And got the same amount of util. Yeah, you see the Omen insta trying to get under. Same thing. Omen flash goes in, you flash back. Vitality maybe calling that they didn't use their Omen flash, so they go heavy over towards Heaven. Breach damage goes in, force them out into the open, Omen flash, and then 3 people jump in. Plan. Yeah, they kind of got a little bit wrecked with the counter util here.
to win off that time to put Vitality into a crunch spot as they dive out. It's a free kill. Kicks in, safe already gone. Runners had a lot of good rounds, but it doesn't look like they want to get involved anymore. Too many losses sustained. They're out of here, saving for the next.
That was cool. Chat, that was Neon Stun Heaven, right? To stop him from flooding with the breach damage.
They still have
that was sick.
For it. I think they were trying to find the operator.
If you're Vitality at the moment, you're calling a timeout, and you're definitely talking about A. Gotta make him use more util. Think about the dart. Yeah, that was a little bit after though.
2 rounds in a row. This is where it started last time. And also seems to be exactly where the Heretics boys just go, okay, let's throw everything into the wind. We questioned whether or not he'd still be able to do it on the breach. He's actually now the joint top fragger in the server, which, again...
Yeah, if you're looking at this, right, I mean, these unlock, it's just all about A at the moment. You're probably going to talk about B a little bit as well, because that's where you would expect him.
But I'm not sure it's quite up to...
And so next round, you're probably going to see them fight more on site. They're either going to fight... There's 2 options, right? You either fight harder on site. Okay, there's 3 options. You go aggro, you fight harder on site, or you push middle and flank behind. They're like the 3 things if you're going to be talking about it. But I would also probably reinforce B at the moment, because I would expect Heretics to go B for this one. We'll see. Okay, the fact they get the op up, they're probably trying to set safe deep on A. Oh, okay, no, they're putting the Cypher over towards A. Okay, so they switch it up and have the op over towards C. I like it. Yeah, this will work as well. Add a 4th option in there. I mean, this is kind of like fighting on A, but
an ult dump from the defenders carries that little bit more weight. As we're down to the wire, that could be everything. The op on safe. I don't know that it'll get a challenge. I think Benji's just going to cam this right at the start.
Left the spike in spawn. Eventually going to be collected. It was just something that they needed to be aware of. Trex's Hunter's Fury has been collected.
Yeah, and it's a similar default, right? Over this trip C, this trip top B. See if they push back, take mid control, or anywhere, C control.
Also will allow him a quick switch. And they've actually put the Cypher setup into A this time, but it seems like that read is there.
At least the early shocks won't do much. Fired through just to land on the surface. They don't destroy a trap, they don't see it get broken. Who knows if that even plays into them, rotating in the other direction. I think just trying to deny information.
There's a big round in there somewhere.
They will be walking.
And the ults get invested.
Every time they've gone towards Runner, they have paid the price.
Trap, yeah, what a nightmare trip.
He might just want to destroy this.
He's like, how am I meant to break this?
It's as well with that Hunter's Fury available. They have so much in order to be able to...
want to shock it?
Deny. Rolling Thunder is going to be, in theory, the piece utilized, but this is a ruse. This is not the plan whatsoever. They are going to now go back towards this B site, patiently
oh my god, sorry, Seth.
He just spotted a man up above.
After the spike, dude, are they going to have to react? That's spike. That's done. That's it done.
It's problematic.
That's straight up it done.
Just 3 to try and stand. A counter Rolling Thunder, but Sender hasn't been seen. First shot goes his way, and it's all falling apart. The Heretics.
Hey, very nice, man. Vitality. Dude, the EMEA seeds are crazy. Foot 4th. Heretics 3rd. Gonna be some wild groups. The champs. Okay, Fnatic, Vitality tomorrow.
Heretics, no doubt the